Hello, hello, and happy new year. We are live at 5 for our reset challenge. We are broadcasting on YouTube, and I'm super excited to have each of you joining us, whether you're in the actual live chat on Zoom or you're catching the stream through YouTube. Super excited to be in 2022. Glad to be alive. And so I'm so glad that you all are joining this afternoon, this evening, wherever you're calling in from. You know, we've had participants all the way from South Africa to Australia to you from the UK joining our live stream when we do these reset challenges. So the fireworks is all about the new year. So happy new year from me to you. And I pray that you have made a blessed transition coming into the new year. And so we are going to figure out over these next 3 days, I'm going to be dropping some strategies, giving you some sauce on how you're going to have a phenomenal, extra fantastic, fantabulous 2022. And so we don't want to just be willy-nilly with our time. We don't want to just go through the motions, and we don't want to look up and it's December 31st, 2022 already, and we have accomplished nothing. No, we want to have a plan. We want to have a strategy. And so I want to share with you exactly some of the process and some of the strategy that has caused me to be successful and make it to this point in my life. You know, God has been gracious, and it hasn't been without error. I've made many, many mistakes, hit so many pitfalls, hit brick walls, landed flat on my face. I face planted a few times, landed on my back, you know, got beat down, knocked down, dragged around. But guess what? You got to keep getting up. And so if you keep getting up, you are in the right place today. And it's not by accident that you have crossed this reset challenge, our kickoff tonight on Friday, January 7th. At 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's not an accident. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine appointment that you have joined with me on this reset challenge. And so I want to introduce myself. I don't know what's happening with my slides. Here we go. This is me. Who are those other people? Just random people showing up on the slide. No, I know those people. But I'm empowerment specialist Natasha and Mackie. And so the gift that the Lord has given me through all of my face planning, through all of my mistakes and errors, I have the opportunity to help you accelerate your life so you don't have to go through all those pitfalls. You don't have to make all of those mistakes. And so I help people become the best version of who they're supposed to be, your God-given, authentically you self, that God-given purpose that you have stirring in your heart. Maybe you have a book that you feel like you need to write. Maybe there's a business you've always wanted to launch. You know your life is for so much more, and there's so much more that you want to do with your life, but you're not sure how to accomplish it. Well, everybody needs a push. I tell you, the greatest transitions that I've had in my life is when I had a coach on my team who held me accountable and who pushed me and wouldn't let me give up. Those were the greatest moments when I saw the transformation in my own life, where I was able to write my first book. And then I went on and wrote my second book. And I spent many years singing background for other people. So finally, I felt the push to come to the forefront, and I did my first worship album. And then, life had knocked me flat. I went through this horrible divorce, traumatic experience. I felt like I was dead. It's like divorce to me is like ripping off one of your body parts, because marriage is supposed to be two people becoming one. But when that person leaves, it's like a part of your body's ripped off. And so I found myself in a very bad mode of depression. And so the Lord had to revive me, literally had to breathe new life into me. And so it was at that moment that I ran for a city council position. And so I'm the first African-American woman elected to the city council in the wonderful Alien USA city, Roswell, New Mexico. So you've probably seen alien movies made about Roswell. Well, I got to sit on the city council in that area. People all around the world know about Roswell because of the alien encounter in that area. And so I've taken all of that experience, my 25 years in ministry, times that I've traveled nationally and internationally to different countries, doing business conferences, worship conferences. I've taken all of that experience, and I'm able to show you step by step with a strategy that God has given me, a proven system on how to find clarity in your life, to get fresh vision and fresh perspective, and help you boost your confidence, build your confidence, because sometimes life beats you down and you are so flat, you feel so deflated, but you need your confidence rebuilt so that you can go forth and launch that business, brand, ministries. You can go forth, live your life out loud and enjoy your life, and all in the process of discovering your God-given purpose. And so tonight I'm going to show you one of my strategies. One of my favorite things. I want to welcome Sarah, I think just logged in. I want to welcome Vicky to the chat. So type in the chat box, I need a reset. If you're feeling it, you're vibing with me. I want to see some response in the chat. Give me some thumbs up. Show me some love in the chat box. I want to know, do you need a reset for 2022? Are you tired of going through the motions? Are you ready to get unstuck? Well, there is work to be done. So I'm going to show you one of my favorite strategies. I tell people right now, this is the time to implement. I don't know what's happening with my slides. I got the wrong, the wrong stuff popping up here because that's not where we need to be in the presentation. So I'm going to slide on through. And I'm going to find where I actually am supposed to be starting tonight. And maybe I passed it. Maybe that's why my slides are acting like they are lost. So I'm just going to bounce back up here. It's coming, team. It's kind of like life. You got everything planned out. You're all excited. And then you get on a live video stream and everything falls apart. All right. Nothing is falling apart. Something happened. The mouse went a little too crazy, but we're right on target. All right. So I tell people the time to implement is right now. It's enough excuses. We did that last year. Oh, the pandemic. Oh, I'm not ready to write my book. I'm so scared. Okay. We're going to lay all of that aside. We're going to build your confidence and get you feeling bold and get you feeling like the old you, the original you, the purposeful you. And we're going to get you on a track to see some real progress in 2022. So implementation is really the key, and the time to implement is now. And so one of the things, I'm going to stop sharing for just a moment, and then we'll come back to this because I want to teach you all about the smarter goal setting strategy, but check it out. All right, I've been telling everybody, let's get it up close. Okay, so I'm going to have to do some revision here. And you guys, this is fun and exciting. I might as well give away some gifts while we're waiting on Miss Mackey to pull it all together in my home studio. All right, so I met a wonderful lady. Her name is Veronica Weaver, and she's going to help me with some gift giveaways. Hopefully she will pop on this live stream. And she's a Mary Kay representative. She's a boss lady out of Houston, Texas, building her team, and they're on target to get the pink Cadillac. You guys know Mary Kay loves to give away those pink Cadillacs. And so she's going to help me out with some free gifts that I'm going to give away to participants. So I want you guys to be interactive, and I want you to stay on target with me, stay focused, lock in with me. And those who are on the actual live Zoom call are eligible. So it's 2 of you. So I might as well just give it away. But no, you got to be interactive. All right. So tell me where you're from. Drop it in the chat box. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And then we'll give you a shout out on the live. So while you guys are working on that, I do want to share, because one of the things that I do, and I think this is a wonderful strategy that a lot of people have kind of picked up on, is my friends and I, some of my closest friends, we get together, and we've been friends for over 25 years. We get together, we put together our vision boards. And so that's what I wanted to show you here. This year we did it. Normally we start like in November, because we want to have plenty of time to pray and ask the Lord, seek the Lord, what is it that we're going to be striving for? What are the goals that we're going to be attaining, working towards in the upcoming year? And so we always stop and we pray and we ask, Lord, what is that one word? What's the one thing you want me to focus on? Because, all year long, we're distracted. We're focusing on, got to get the kids here, got to do this. I know I want to build this. I want this business. I've got to go to work, all the things that we are engaged in. And so one thing, Lord, what is my one thing you want me to work on this year? And so my word for this year is consistency. I'm doing all the right stuff. I know exactly what to do. And so sometimes, just like anybody else, we fall off the bandwagon, but you've got to be consistent. Consistency is the key of how you're going to see results. And so that's the word that the Lord gave me for this year. So that's really at the top of my board. These are smaller vision boards than what we normally do. We normally have a full-size poster board, but I tell people it's good to kind of sit down and look at what it is that you want to work on. What is your vision for the upcoming year? And this is a great start. So this is not the end all piece. This is just the beginning, because now we have to put some steps in place. We've got to take some actions, and then we have to be able to measure our success. So I want to show you how to turn your vision board into some actual goals. All right. Not resolutions. Resolutions sound like fun. You know, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but then there's no action behind it. And by the end of January, you've already fallen off. All right, we don't want that to happen. We're working on something new, something exciting in 2022. All right, so I'm going to show you some of these goal setting strategies, this smarter strategy, how to be effective when you are getting the action steps together. So one of the things I want to work on personally is my relationship with my daughter. I have an adult daughter. And so, of course, as kids grow up, you know, they've been on your lap for all those years, but then I've heard somebody say once they get older, now they're on your heart. Okay, so I want to deepen our relationship. And so, you know, part of my vision board has to do with family. I really want to develop, you know, just a supernatural closeness, almost like Naomi and Ruth in the Bible. She wasn't even her biological daughter, but she loved her so much that she said, I'm never going to leave you. I'm going to stay with you forever. You know, I don't want her to stay with me forever. Okay. But I want her in my heart and me to be in her heart. And that, you know, we just have that supernatural love for each other. And I believe that the Lord wants to deepen it this year. So here's some goal setting strategies. You got your pen, your paper. If you're ready, come on, pull out your pen and your paper. Let's get ready. I'm going to teach you about goal setting strategies, doing it the smarter way. So you want to focus on this initially. S. You want to be as specific as possible. So don't just say, you know, I want to lose weight. We're going to look at a goal and we're going to look at it and we're going to apply these strategies to it to make it into a smarter goal. But you want to be as specific and detailed as possible. You want to try to quantify it because that's what the M stands for. You want to make it measurable, something you can actually track and see the progress. So if you're going to do weight loss, of course, you're going to get on that scale on a consistent basis and you're going to see, you know, am I making progress towards my weight loss goals? All right. So it's something that you want to be able to measure. The E is going to be, the A is going to be achievable. Can you actually achieve it? Okay. The time frame that you set for yourself, will you be able to fulfill the plan? So don't be unrealistic with these goals. And so that kind of shifts you to the R, be realistic. So if you want to lose weight, you know, you're not going to drop 50 pounds in a week. That's unrealistic. But if you are consistent, I'm just going to keep using my word because that's what I'm working on. If you're consistent, you know, maybe you can realize that vision in the next 6 months. Okay. So be realistic as you are setting your goals, and you want to give yourself a time frame. Okay. When you write the goal, you don't want to just say, I want to lose weight. No, we've got to have a window of time so that we can be checking in, tracking it because it's measurable and we know it's going to be achievable. Maybe we know that Cindy Lou around the corner followed this plan and she lost 20 pounds in, 30 days or 60 days. Then we want to be realistic and say, okay, if Cindy Lou can do it, I'm going to try 60 days too. All right. So set that time frame. And then the E is about evaluation. So this is where you're checking in as that goal and time is progressing. You're going to evaluate, is it working? Is what I'm doing gaining traction? Am I making progress toward the goal? And so if it is not, this is the point where you're going to have to reevaluate. Maybe there's something wrong with the goal. Maybe the time frame is too tight. Maybe the strategy you're using is just not working. All right. And so you have to reevaluate. And then the R stands for review it. That means you get to do it over. Now, if it's working well, you're seeing traction, you're seeing progress, you might want to, in your review, have a little celebration party at that moment. You know, it's good to reward yourself along the way. And that helps you to be consistent and helps you to, be energetic and stay energized about the goals that you're working on. So here's an example. All right. We're going to go over an example, how to turn it into a smarter goal. But I don't want you to forget the secret ingredient. Okay. So lean in. All right. I want to make sure you're tracking with me. So far, so good. Give me that thumbs up. All right. I'm seeing those thumbs up. All right. Looks good. You're tracking with me. But here is top secret. Lean in. My secret ingredient for any goal. We can only do so much. We've got our natural part. We can give it our best effort, give it our best yes every single day. But the secret ingredient, you're going to have to mix your faith with prayer. Faith without works is dead. All right. A lot of people have dreams, they have visions, they have goals, things they want to accomplish. But if you're not willing to put in the sweat, equity, and work, then it's not going to work. And then you have to mix it with prayer, because we need God to put his super on our natural. We need him to put his extra on our ordinary. All right. And so then we become supernatural. We get to walk in supernatural encounters and divine appointments. We get to be not just ordinary people, but we get to be extraordinary women. I love, once upon a time, somebody told me, Miss Mackey, you are an extraordinary chick. So I declare that over myself on a regular basis. I am an extraordinary chick. So here's a good scripture, Proverbs 16:3, and I've kind of put it in two different translations, but commit your works to the Lord, submit and trust them to him. You have to get God's blessing on the plan and on the goals that you have set. And guess what? It says, and your plans will succeed if you respond to his will and guidance. So if you let the Lord lead you, he's going to put it all together. You add prayer on top of those goals. Take your vision board. Every time I see this and I walk by, I lay my hands on it. Lord, bless these efforts. Lord, I'm doing my part. God, please do your part. I thank you that you're doing your part. He has promised us that he's going to work every situation out for our good, and he's going to get the glory in the midst of it all. All right. So before you do anything, put your trust totally in God and not in yourself. We can only do so much, right? Then every plan you make will succeed. The Lord works everything together. Proverbs 16:3. All right, so that's the secret ingredient. So here we go. Here's our example. We're going to turn this goal into a smarter goal, okay? We're going to take it to the next level. It's one thing to have a vision board with all this nice, cute little flowers and butterflies, transformation. The beach is on there. I'm going to the beach and some fishing, road trips. I'm going to travel. Look at her. She's planking. I need to do more of that. So my health and fitness goals. So this is really a goal that I probably should activate in my life, but I'm doing it, in a new and exciting way in 2022. But here it is. I want to lose weight. All right. A lot of people say that, especially this time of year. You just came off of the holidays, November, Thanksgiving, December, Christmas. Then you had New Year's. You were eating collard greens and black-eyed peas. All right. So maybe we all need to make this our goal, but we're going to turn it into a smarter goal using the process. So you can't just make a blanket statement. I want to lose weight. Let me ask you, while you're here in the chat box, how many of you guys really want to lose weight? This could literally be your goal right here. Okay. So this is how we're going to make it into a smarter goal. Number one, we want it to be specific. All right. So look at the goal now. I want to lose 30 pounds by January 22, 2022. All right, 30 pounds. Okay, I see it in the chat box. I want to lose weight. All right. Now this one is specific. I have on there, I've quantified how many pounds I want to lose. It's measurable. It could be attainable in 30 days. Maybe if I muzzled my lips in today's already the 7th. So it's like 2 weeks. 30 pounds. Is this one realistic? I don't think that's realistic. So we might have to revise this slightly, but it does have a time frame. And so then you would have to evaluate it and then review this specific goal. So I think to make this one a little bit better for me personally, if I wanted to do 30 pounds, I probably could do it in 3 months. So, maybe March 22. 2022. I know February 22, 2022 sounds really good too. 2022. So you have to ask yourself, after you set these smarter goals, is it attainable? What actions are required? Are there any secondary or trackable goals that kind of go along with this? All right. So for losing weight, what is going to be your strategy? Are you going to commit to walking 30 minutes a day, some type of physical activity? Will that help you? Are you going to commit to some type of nutritional plan, eliminating certain things that you already know is causing you, your numbers to go up or causing the scale to tip in the wrong direction? So if you are, I saw somebody online the other day, they were like, I was cleaning out my car and I have all these cherry Pepsi bottles, empty bottles just overflowing out of the cart. I have a cherry Pepsi addiction. Please help me. If that's you, then maybe that's something you might want to eliminate or at least get a handle on as you are working on this specific goal. So this is pretty much how you take your goals and turn them into smarter goals. So here's some extra secondary goals that kind of go along with this. I will lose 2 pounds each week, chart the progress. So that's part of that evaluation and review. Here's the other thing. I will exercise, walk, jog, treadmill, stairs in the house, 30 minutes a day, 3 times per week. I'll increase my vegetable intake. And these are things that would work for me. Bread is my weakness. Okay. Those hot rolls. Anybody, can I get a witness in the chat box? You love those hot rolls. You go to Red Lobster and you eat 25,000 of those Cheddar Bay biscuits. Is that you? Carbs is my downfall. Okay, I don't do a whole lot of sugar, any of that. But if I just ate fresh, lean protein, fresh veggies, consistently, there's my word again, consistency, weight would drop off like that. So here are those trackable secondary goals. All right, here's a bonus tip, bonus strategy for you. When it comes to setting goals, you can do some backwards planning. They teach us that in education. So I'm also a full-time educator. And basically with the backwards planning, what that means is you're going to start at the end. So if you already know, I want my end goal weight to be 185, that would be nice for me. 185. I know you guys thought I was already 185, and it's all about creating an illusion, the way you dress and what you accentuate. I used to do some fashion once upon a time. So you can create the illusion that you look skinnier than you really are. So whatever your goal weight is, then you work backwards. Look at how many weeks you're willing to spend, how much you need to lose each week. And then you can set that timeline and make it a little bit more realistic. Okay, whatever the goal is that you're working on, look at the end result that you're trying to achieve. If it's a financial goal and you want to save, $10,000 by the end of the year, work backwards. You got about 48 weeks left now. And so divide that by 10,000. How much would you need to be willing to save on a weekly basis? Break that down on a day-by-day basis. How much would you need to save? And so maybe it comes out to, I haven't done the math. I'm just putting these numbers out there, but we can do it real quick. We'll make it easy. So 10,000 divided by 50 weeks. I think that's going to be about 200. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, that'll be $200 per week. Divide that by 5 days a week, 200 by 5. So that's like $40 a day. So if you're willing, what could you save $40 on? Well, I know for me, I've eliminated Starbucks. If you have an addiction, you can eliminate that, especially cigarettes and buying packs of cigarettes. If you're buying a pack of cigarettes a day, hey, that's an extra almost $100 in a week right there. But $40 a day, by the end of the year, you'll have saved up $10,000. Not too shabby. All right. So we're going to do a quick little activity. All right. We don't have to wait another day before we start these goals. It's Friday night. Just got paid. I'm just kidding. You may or may not have gotten paid tonight. Doesn't matter. But we're going to do this activity. I want you to take 2 minutes and I want you to write down 3 goals that you want to achieve by January 31st, 2022 in the next 30 days. All right. And I want you to use that smarter goal setting strategy. So if you can't think of how to do it on the smarter goal setting strategy quite yet, just write down 3 quick goals. And then after this challenge, after this reset challenge today, you can take a moment, go back over these strategies, go back over the rules of how to get the smarter goal, and then tweak it. Okay. So just take 2 minutes. I'm going to put 2 minutes on my timer here. And I want you to write down 3 goals right now. Okay. I'm going to put the timer on and maybe I'll sing a little song while you're working on that. Give you some Jeopardy music. 3 minutes. All right, here we go. I said 2 minutes. Let me change that. 2 minutes. All right, here we go. Write down those 3 goals. I think I'm going to participate myself. 3 goals. Miss Mackey in 30 days. What would you like to do? So I'm going to look at my vision board and see what can I accomplish in the next 30 days. I can at least lose 5 pounds in 30 days. What do you think? Let's say 5 to 10. No, I can probably do 8. do 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 do. Do 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 30 seconds. Do 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 do. All right, while you are wrapping up your goals, got about 10 seconds left. I'm going to share a few things that I wanted to, that I'll be doing in this next 30 days. So I think accurately, I can lose 5 to 10 pounds in the next 30 days. Okay. I think that's achievable for me. There's that alarm. All right. That was the longest 2 minutes ever, huh? All right. So, I'm going to put that as one of my goals, and that's going to help me to look at the bigger vision. You know, this is my year-long vision here on the vision board, but I can start making steps in that direction, right? And so just with 5 to 10 pounds in the next 30 days, that's going to energize me. It's going to get me excited that, hey, I did it. That's a milestone. Bing, I made my first milestone of the year. And so it's going to motivate me to continue. Okay. And my next goal, I told you one of my things is I'm working on my relationship with my daughter, deepening that, and I want to spend more time with her. So this month, I'm going to take her out. We're either going to do a movie date night with my daughter or dinner date night with my daughter. I'm going to do that 2 times this month. What do you think? I can definitely get that done. I love to go out to eat, and I love to hang out with her anyway. So that should be an easy goal. And then one of my other goals is traveling. So I already have a trip, but I want to do something new because it says on here, where does it say? It says take new risks or new adventures or something I have on there. So I'm going to do something. Oh, there it is. Let new adventures begin. So I'm going to do something different while I'm on my little mini vacation. Okay. And I think I'm going to go on a camping trip in a place that I've never been on before. All right. So those are my 3 goals that I'm planning on completing here in the next 30 days. And it fits into the bigger vision. And so that is the coolest thing ever, is once you have the big picture and the big vision of what you want to work on, you are going to be able to easily determine, what your smaller goals are going to be, because you're not going to do anything outside of that. It helps you to focus your life when you have a vision and you have action plans and you have steps, because now, you're not going to use your time going out to eat for things that, don't fit the vision. I'm not going to go on a trip and do things that I hate. I want new adventures, right? I see you, Miss Vicky. She says, I love that camping too. All right. Well, for those 2 of you that have been on live with me, I sure appreciate you. And so this is a wonderful goal. I want to increase the time I spend with God. All right. So how can we make that happen? So this takes intentionality. So you definitely, hopefully in your smarter goal, you're specific. So exactly, I want to increase the time, but how much time do you want to spend with God? Look at where you are now, and then if it's close to 0, then maybe start with like 15 minutes. I want to start spending 15 minutes with God on a daily basis. And then you can even be more specific, from 7 a.m. to 7:15 a.m. or, whatever time you want to put in your schedule. You can go ahead and set an alarm on your phone, and that way you won't forget. It'll pop up, just like you have an appointment, just like you set meetings with other people, set a meeting appointment with God. And guess what? If you're faithful to show up, he is faithful to show up as well. And he's just good like that, because he loves you and he wants to spend time with you. And so that's why I'm setting aside, this time to spend with my daughter, because I love her and I want to spend time with her as well. And so I think those are some of the ways to increase time with God. Maybe set it for a 30-day window, see how you do in that time frame, and watch. I'm sure you're going to rock it out, because you're going to enjoy being in that time. It's going to bring you so much peace and joy. And you're going to get wisdom in that time. So you're going to be like, nothing's going to disturb my time with the Lord, right? And so after 30 days, you evaluate that. They say it takes 21 days to make a new habit. So after that, it just might be an innate habit. And then you can start reflecting as you review and evaluate, or evaluate and review, expand that time, maybe turn it to 30 minutes. And even if you have to get up a few minutes early, I love my time with the Lord. I can't survive without it. So I am super excited for that goal for you, Miss Vicki, and I know it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I do want to bless my two participants that were on live with me today. I sure appreciate you guys joining me live in the Zoom meeting. And so if you will drop me either a DM, send me your email address. Actually, this is going to be a physical gift because it's coming from Mary Kay. It's a little gift bag with some goodies in it from Mary Kay to be a blessing to you. And so I'm going to give you two ladies. Thank you for showing up on the Reset Challenge, our kickoff day. We will be back again tomorrow, January 8th. So on the Saturday, January 8th. At 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then again on Sunday, January 9th, and that's when we're going to wrap it up. I don't know what the next topic is going to be. You know, I like to be led by the Lord, and so it'll be something absolutely phenomenal. So if you have gained any value from this time together this afternoon, I want you to invite some people. I want you to share and tell them, come on, join the Reset Challenge. All right, so make sure you DM me or email me. I'm going to put my email address in the chat box here. info@natashanmackey.com, or of course on Facebook, you can direct message me there and send me your mailing address, and I want to get you those gifts. All right, we'll get those in the mail for you this weekend. So God bless you guys. It's good to see you, Miss Vicki. All right, on camera. I wasn't sure if anybody else could come on camera or not, but it sure is good to see you. And thank you for joining. Hopefully those email sequences will pull it together so we can get everybody on the live call. But these are going to be saved. They're going to be archived in the Reset Challenge group on Facebook, as well as going to be archived. I believe I'm going to leave it right here on YouTube, and let's see how it goes for 2022. All right, God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Talk to you.